the parents' influence on the studies of the child or on the school. So, the stakeholders we have in the school is one of them is very important, parents. Now, why it is so? Because to start with, we know that the child will imitate the parent by all means, whether it be in a positive way or it be in a negative way, because at that age and at that maturity level, child knows nothing. He only knows that they have to follow the parents. So we will talk about the parents' influence both in a positive as well as in a negative way on the school studies or on the child studies as well as on the school. First, let us speak about the negative because they are more impactful and it will be in the memories of most of the staff as well as the school members. Now, see, the parents' influence is more than the school. Like some parents comes to me, they say that when I tell them to observe the child and make the child sit every day for an hour with the books, they think that they need to teach the child. And they speak, I am not so much educated, or I don't know the local language, or I am uneducated, I cannot teach the child. I only tell them you need to monitor the child. No, 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 we will not monitor. We are putting them in the tuition. They will say this. So, their responsibility, they just want to push them on someone else. To such parents, what I say is see, in the world, no one cares your child better than you. Even not even me, not even the school. First, every parent must understand that. Even if they are uneducated, no one will do for the child better than them. So if they realize that point, then they'll start going in a positive direction and taking the responsibility. Many times, unknowingly, parents make some mistakes. Like parents, usually what they do, they compare the child's performance, the child's result with other children, maybe in the locality or maybe in the relatives. So this will have an inverse impact if the comparison is in a negative direction. Means saying that, oh, he got 10 on 10 and you could only achieve 8.5, the GPA. No problem. See, there is nothing thumb rule that only the toppers will succeed in the world. So you did not be so concerned about getting the highest GPA. You encourage your child. Okay, no problem. This time you got 8.5. Next time you can try harder, or we can design ways to get better marks. So, this way you can be encouraging towards your child instead of being discouraging with the child, because childs are innocent and they don't have any understanding about the worldly comparisons and the challenges. Another thing what many parents does is they use foul language internally within their community or their family or in related to others. Maybe sometimes they even degrade the school teacher, school staff in front of the children, or internally when they are speaking in their family. They might say that teacher doesn't know anything, or does that teacher don't have uh, much knowledge or anything like that. See, the point is, if I am learning from someone and my parents are telling that they don't have knowledge, then what do you think that I will have an impact? I will feel that, okay, they don't have knowledge, then why I will study from them? This is a negative thing that will come into the child's brain. The other point is they even degrade the staff, maybe by using the foul language or something like that also. So the child will understand that my father will do XYZ with the teacher, so teacher cannot be strict with me. If she becomes strict with me, then my father will take care. So indirectly, the child starts behaving in that way. This way, the child who was learning well till yesterday will start losing interest. Apart from this, sometimes the parents will come to school in front of the child. They will say, "How dare you touch my child?" Or they will say that, "Till now, I never touched my child. How dare you did that?" See, there is no enmity between the staffer and your child. Whatever the teacher is doing, whatever the staff is doing, that is for the better of your child. If the parent realize that, then they will not go in that direction. But these days, parents are also getting into this. Other point is they will come in the school and start dictating terms. Many times it happens. Let my child sit in front of the row. Let my child sit right in front of you instead of positioning in the third row or whatever it is. Sometimes they even come and start giving you rules. You must not teach this first. You must do in this way. You must do in that way. See, the parent must understand that they might be learned persons, but here in the school they are professionals, and there is a system which every staff teacher is following. It is that the system is designed for the betterment of the child and the improvement of the child. If the parent realize this, then they will not get into it. Or even if they have a request, they will do in a proper channel way, not just confronting right in front of the child. Also, some parents do some silly mistakes or silly fights in front of the child. I'll tell you one incident when the child came late to the school and was regularly uh, coming late to the school. And the problem is that was because of the parent who is waking up very late every day. The child is ready, but the parent is making the delay, because of which now the parent is taking the responsibility of endorsing the child even if the child has come late. In the process, the parent will start fighting then and there itself at the gate just to make sure that their child get into the school. And this way, in disguise, what they are teaching their child is, even if you do a mistake, you have to endorse yourself in this way. So that is a learning in disguise that will be happening on the child, which is not good for the child. And I'll tell you something. Once, when I became very strict about the timing in the morning, then one of the parent replied me saying that, "Is this a missionary school that you are doing this way?" That means the parent want to oblige to the timing and to come on time, but provided if it is a missionary school. Otherwise, we can take the liberty. This is the understanding in disguise at the background they are having, and they are trying to force that. So these things, parent must realize that they must not do right in front of the child, even if they want to have some serious issue because of which they came late or did a mistake, but that must not happen right in front of the child. They can request or they can talk separately. Another point is this, there is a community problem, I would say this one. Like they say today is first day, so they came little late. Or today is first day for the school, this new admission, so they came without books or they came without uniform. I really don't understand from where they got this rule that first day means they have the liberty to break the rules and do according to their understanding. So this is also a big problem. Now, from the childhood itself, we are developing in the child's mind that if it is first day or if it is first time, it is permitted. Why it is permitted? No, it is not permitted even if it is first day. You have to be concerned, you have to be particular about all this, every point of the school. Also, if sometimes mistake happens, okay, this is the first time. See, if it is the first time or the last time, you don't give this information to the child in disguise, which means the child will get an habit that if a mistake happens for the first time, no problem, it is permitted, because that is the learning the child is getting from the childhood. So this is very critical. Parents must understand this. Also, the staff also must understand. You, when you say discipline, there is nothing called first time or first mistake. You must make sure that, yeah, okay, I don't say that it will not happen, mistake will not happen. But you don't give this rule in disguise saying that first time is permitted. You can ignore that instead of highlighting in this way that first time is permitted. Another thing, what we see is that parents are coming and fighting with the staff or with the management for 1 mark less what they feel their child got in this semester exam. Because with that 1 mark, the child has missed the first position. So the parent will come and try to fight to get that 1 mark. You must make them realize that 1 mark is not going to change the world. You, out of 440 or 445 the child got, you can easily feel that you got 1 mark that extra, and you can also feel that your child still is a first ranker. You don't degrade the child because of that 1 mark. And what you are doing is you are focusing on that 1 mark and telling your child indirectly that you are a second child or you are a second in the class, means you are a secondary person. This is a wrong approach by the parent. Once we had this same situation wherein I made them understand why are you so much so concerned about this, you can easily feel that 1 mark the child has got already and still the child is first ranker. So this way, even sometimes when the child has performed, still the parents will unknowingly try to push them in a wrong way. Also, I think Mr. Javid's mic is on. Okay, we'll continue. But also, once what happened that one father came saying that the whole year my child was performing very well, and in the final he got less mark. Why he got less mark? Because some misunderstanding happened, and that day he came prepared with social studies, and unfortunately that day the exam was English, so he got less mark in that. And he was so concerned that he want to have a re-exam for that, so that his child will have a better progress or better marks in his final report. I said that, the whole year the child has performed well. He was very good in English. He got very good marks in English. Then in the final, if due to some reason, if the mark has come less, then why are you so much focused on the marks? First, you just have to know that whether your child got that potential and knowledge to be good in the in English exam or no. If you are sure that your child has got that knowledge, that potential, then why are you concerned about this one exam? No problem. If due to some reason, maybe sometimes the child might get sick also, due to some odd reason, if they get less mark in that exam, so you need not be so much so concerned, thinking or presenting in a way that the child is not having the knowledge. So this is also a big problem many parents do unknowingly. And this is a very important point now, wherein the parents know that their children are studying well in their school, maybe from last year or maybe 4 5 years, whatever it is. And before they were not having much knowledge. Now they are improving, they are performing very well. But what happened is there has come some ego between one of the staff and the parent, which is no way connected to the child's studies due to some odd reason or some argument. Now, because of that, parent will think that no, I have to change the school. Why? Because I don't like that staff. You might not like that staff, but your child likes the school, your child likes all the teachers, your child is gaining lot from that school and improving and performing the best. Now your child has understood the ways school is performing or teaching, and he is scoring well. Because of your personal egos, for some odd reason, if you shift the school, maybe the next school, the child must not might not get that much support and perform in the way he was performing in this school. So this personal ego, due to some odd reason, which is no way connected to the child's education, because of this also some parents will shift the school, which is very wrong thing. See, till now, what we are speaking is most of the negative impacts. Now, there are a positive way I can say that whatever I said this, if they do exactly the opposite, then it will be a good thing for their child to improve. Like they can encourage the child instead of discouraging. Like I said, you got 8.5, no problem. We will devise the different way now how to read and how to improve, and we can perform, you can perform better next time. Also the parents can be supportive when the child needs to make some models or get some things done at the home. Most of the parents are supportive, and some parents they don't care, they have a deaf eye. That must not happen. That will bring the confidence in the child to grow very fast if they are supportive. Also, these days, this flipped class method or different new techniques are coming. Even the same things were before, but now they are named with some techniques. In that case, parents can be supportive with the knowledge, giving them the required things in a better way. Maybe, yeah, by all means. Apart from there, like when the child started learning, like we can say in grade 3 or grade 4 or something like that, you can make a habit to the child reading the boards, reading the headings on the books, or maybe reading the newspaper headings and things like that. You need to encourage children to do that, because that way they it will form a rule for their future also. That will become a good habit for them to improve the reading standards and also the confidence in the child. Like I said, every day, regularly, they need to sit at home for a lower grade 1 hour, for higher grade 2 hours, wherein they will do the homework. Apart from that, they will learn, maybe reading they will do, or practice mathematics if they have extra time, after the completion of that day's homework. Like I said, if the parents are illiterate also, they can observe and monitor the child and make the child sit for that study time. And they can observe whether the child is progressing by turning the pages or completing the writings in more pages or no. Also, the parents can be very supportive by uh, showing their progress of the child with their friends and relatives, saying that my child has achieved 10 on 10 in English. This way, it will boost the child's personal image and make the child to do more better. See, there are many ways. Even you can, these days, we have a lot of children magazines which they can bring home and make the child do reading habit right from the childhood. See, reading is very important. Like many people think that audio visuals will take over the reading. No, audio visuals will make you dumb, will make you not to think. If the child doesn't think, then learning will not happen. And like I if for example if the child is watching a video of digestive system, then the child have the video starting from the mouth then going up to the excreta everything, and it will look like very good. Then after that video the child will hardly remember complete whatever has seen. Instead, okay, that will be supportive, I will not neglect or ignore that video part, but the more important is reading part. While reading anything, it will make you think, it will open your memory, it will give you more visual effect, visualizing effect. So, this way you have to encourage your children to read more and more. And it will also make the child to question certain things which they don't know, or while reading, they might have thought, yani, this will be like this, and they will come and question, and they might even ask the school staff or the parent to elaborate on that topic. So this way, the child will take serious of that particular matter. See, I'll tell you, apart from parents' negative and positive influence, we need to understand and make the parent, when they come for PTM, their responsibilities and their support required for the child by talking to them on all these topics and make it in a positive direction. There are few more things which we can talk about, like the event management point of view for the parents and for the staffers. Maybe in future classes we can speak about this. With this, I will end this today's session. If anyone is having questions with parents, I think I'm sure there will be having many questions. You can ask me. No raising of hand for questions.
Yes, teachers. Some of you may.
Might have bad experience also.
Yes, yes. Our teachers are very, very silent spectators. They, they won't speak. But anyhow, all the practical points you have told, sir. So whatever we have experienced, as if you were seeing all these things with your lens in the schools, what is happening. So whatever will happen in the school in day to day day-to-day affairs, you have pointed out to them. Almost all the points you have included. How the teachers are confronted, what are the wrong things the parents will do, and the teachers will be listening to have